FC Barcelona's corridors hummed with tension this morning, the sterile walls echoing news that would reverberate across the football world. Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, the stalwart between the posts and now 33, had been temporarily relieved of his first-team captaincy. The club's statement was curt and unwavering, pointing to disciplinary measures rooted in his refusal to sign a pivotal medical report. Stripped of the armband he had worn with pride, Ter Stegen found himself at the eye of a storm. Yet even as disappointment tugged at his shoulders, his resolve remained unbroken. What happens when a defender of the net faces an off-pitch challenge that cuts deeper than any striker's shot? This conflict did not emerge overnight. Rumours of a rift had simmered for weeks. But Barca's leadership opted to make a decisive move once they perceived irreconcilable differences over his treatment plan. The announcement landed as a bolt from the blue. Ter Stegen's decision, viewed by the club as insubordination, left them with no choice but to act. A veteran known for calm under fire, he instead faced the unexpected flash of a disciplinary flashpoint. How would a player defined by poise respond when the very symbol of trust was yanked away? Sources close to the squad reveal that when Ter Stegen heard the news, he swallowed the shock, but didn't flinch in spirit. According to Santi Avale on Cadena Ser, losing the captain's armband might bruise his pride, but it does not alter his ambitions. He plans a 2 to 3 month recovery from the back injury that kept him sidelined, and intends to reclaim his leadership role the moment his cleats touch grass again. Hours before Barca's public declaration, he walked into the Ciutat Esportiva training complex, roving with the quiet determination of an athlete accustomed to hurdles. He met with Dr. Ricard Pruna, feeling the familiar antiseptic tang of the medical bay. Yet the men who control the club's destiny, Hansi Flick, Deco, Joan Laporta, offered him silence instead of answers. Still, he pressed on. Will patience and performance suffice to smooth the rupture? Despite this rupture, Ter Stegen's allegiance to Barcelona stands solid. In conversations with his inner circle, he has emphasised that no disciplinary shadow can dim his devotion. His focus is rehabilitation, vision fixation on the goalposts, muscles regaining strength, and ambition sharpening with every physiotherapy session. He craves the roar of the Camp Nou faithful, the crisp snap of the net when he commands his defence to breathe as one. More than a player, he is a standard bearer for Barca's identity, and he means to uphold it. The real question is whether off-field discord can be buried beneath on-field brilliance. Some might have expected bitter words upon learning of Joan Garcia's arrival as potential rival for the gloves. Yet Ter Stegen's camp dismisses any hint of resentment. He reportedly welcomes the competition, viewing Garcia's talent as an opportunity to push himself harder. The camaraderie in the dressing room remains intact. Shared jokes with Wojciech Szczęsny, the quiet nods with veteran defenders, the collective sighs at tactical meetings. He understands that every top club thrives on internal challenges, and he sees nothing but mutual respect across the squad. But in a season where unity is prized above all, can a fractured negotiation truly heal behind closed doors? At the heart of the wrangle lies a medical standoff. Last month, Ter Stegen underwent back surgery in France under the hands of Dr. Amélie Leglise, the same surgeon whose scalpel returned him to action within 2 months after a prior operation. He trusts her judgment implicitly. The precise incision, her confident prognosis, the tangible memory of him diving to parry shots mere weeks later. Barcelona's medical team counters with a more conservative 4 to 5 month timeline, deeming any hasty return a relapse risk. Each side argues from evidence, MRI scans and clinical experience on one bench, surgical history and player welfare on the other. Yet can a compromise bridge such divergent assessments or only deepen the divide? Beyond bone and tendon, Ter Stegen nursing a different wound, the chill of silence from President Joan Laporta. In a time when directness could have soothed misunderstandings, he finds only empty hallways and unreturned calls. He imagines a frank conversation, straight talk about expectations, mutual respect, rather than what he calls a cold war waged without a single word. For a captain accustomed to rallying teammates, the lack of dialogue cuts sharper than any physical ache. What lengths will he go to restore that missing handshake? The goalkeeper also faces a battle for his reputation. Disquieting rumours have spun through social media that he shirked fan duties at Montjuic or sowed discord in the dressing room. Ter Stegen emphatically denies these tales, insisting that every gesture, every pat on the back, every word in the hallway speaks to his integrity. Yet in the digital age, perception often trails fact, and he worries the fans' faith in him may erode. Already, he contemplates whether to step before microphones and set the record straight. But would a public statement heal or inflame tensions further? While these dramas swirl, Ter Stegen zeroes in on his true priority: recovery. Each morning begins with the hiss of the resistance band, the antiseptic smell of the physio's table, the measured count of exercises. He envisions the day he returns to competition, the familiar weight of the gloves on his hands, heart pounding as he scans for the oncoming attack. His ambition is clear: to emerge not only fit, but vindicated, to resume wearing the armband with renewed authority. But in football, as in life, the path from injury to triumph is paved with uncertainty, and only time will reveal whether this captain's journey ends in glory or lingering regret.